How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is Jonathan.
Jonathan. Did you just change your name? Did you go to the legal office and change your name to Jonathan?
Wait, it's either Jonathan or Jonathan.
Jonathan. Your name is Jonathan.
No, I'm just calling myself John from now on.
John. Please, John. Get your crap together.
Yon. Oh,
Jonathan.
It's the entrance.
Yeah, it's the entrance. For those that don't know what we're doing, we're also watching hockey here. But we have it very, very softly so it doesn't interrupt our bashing of the greatest Royal Rumble. I guess a segue. I guess we can start there. You want to just kind of let's kind of go give our general thoughts on the greatest Royal Rumble. What was your we watched it on Friday. What did you think?
I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings about it. I didn't really like it.
Okay.
I think that the whole thing was they hurried it up too much. I don't know. I guess that's not the right word.
Okay.
They put it together too quick, I guess you can say.
Okay.
None of these matches had storylines. Nothing that came through. Kind of like the whole Undertaker and Rusev, and then Undertaker and Jericho, and then Undertaker and Rusev again. It's like they couldn't make up their minds and stuff like that. Overall, I feel like the matches were just put for them in a way. I really do. I feel like the people out there, that's kind of like the people they wanted to see. I don't know. That's kind of how it looked. It looked like a show. It was a show. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Triple H was shaking little kids' hands down. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It looks like they weren't even in character type of thing. I don't know, man. The whole thing to me was just blah.
Well, okay,
and the last one, the 50-man thing was so exhausting.
It was brutally exhausting, bro. Okay,
it was very exhausting.
Okay, my opinion is kind of similar to yours. It was. I felt like it was a job to finish watching this.
Yeah.
I was like, I had it up to here. I was like, I couldn't do it. I did mention that I went to go, so I didn't watch it live because I went to go watch the Avengers during that same time. But when I came back, I did, my whole filming of my reaction, my review to the Avengers. Yeah. I came back and I watched it, and I watched half of it, and I said I gotta watch the other half on Saturday morning. So that's what I did. So I split it into twos because it was just exhausting. It felt like, you're right, it felt very weird. The crowd, like the front seats, it was like safe for like the royalty.
I wanted to sit there,
bro. It was like safe for royalty, so they weren't even
or
whatever. They weren't even into it to begin with.
Yeah.
It was like the people outside of that area that were kind of a little bit more into it. It was just such an awkward event, dude. Like, and I think I texted you. It felt like the king of Saudi Arabia was like, "Dance for me, monkeys, dance for me," and then Vince McMahon's like, $200 million. Okay, I'll dance for you, monkey.
Yeah, so it was kind of how it felt.
It felt like the dude just said, "I'm bored. Here's $200 million. Y'all wrestle for me." Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just read something today that was like he requested The Undertaker, The Ultimate Warrior, and Yokozuna. 2 of the 3 are dead.
Also, this was like a big
yes. Apparently, somebody in Saudi Arabia requested it, and they gave him a bunch of money, bro. I'm hearing in the likes of over $100 million.
Holy crap! I haven't read that. I actually thought about looking it up, but I haven't had a chance to.
I mean, it was so. I mean, money's money, man. They're a business, but it felt like they bent over backwards for them.
Bro, for $100 million, you know what I mean, bro.
I ain't saying,
I'm saying. All I gotta say is that, and I'll bet you anything that the people out there, the king or whatever, they took care of the stadium. They took care of all that. Vince McMahon just brought his people, and they made a show, and they got paid, bro.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy, man.
I mean, have you looked at some of the pictures going around? I mean, they're in dinner with the like commissioner of like Sports Authority there, and like that, and like with like people that are higher, ups there in the political chain there in Saudi Arabia. There's pictures with the Undertaker, Brock Lesnar. They're all having dinner, bro. Dude, they're all just chilling, bro. Yeah, everything's all paid up. Everything's like, you're my guest, please.
Oh yeah, out there they treat you like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just such an awkward event. Jonathan, please, no work,
dude.
Please, we are talking Saudi Arabia here. Please, no working.
I thought I put this on vibrate.
No, but dude, I mean, it just felt awkward, bro. It felt like an awkward event.
Dude.
It felt weird. It was long. Jesus,
the match.
Long.
Did you notice that the matches were kind of long? The Triple H and Cena was kind of long. I don't know if it was just me.
It was over 15 minutes.
Like over 15 minutes. It was
yeah,
long
Wikipedia here is telling us 15 minutes. That was,
that was.
probably, besides the greatest
then-
Royal Rumble one, that was probably the longest match of the night.
50, that one was kind of long to me. It's not a bad match.
No.
They put on a show. They did what they need to do.
Yeah.
And they got out. We all knew Cena was gonna win.
I don't think some of the matches were bad. It just felt so awkward. Yeah. Like, the greatest Royal Rumble, the crowd was okay into it compared to the crowd we just had on Monday.
Oh, bro.
The crowd on Monday was hot. Yeah, or Tuesday. They were hot. So, you know what I mean? So it was just, I felt like the crowd really does play a lot for us watching at home, especially if it's a long event. If it's a long event and the crowd is just not into it, or they're already dying down, they're already tired, it makes me tired.
Yeah, the crowd up front is the hyphiest crowd that there usually is.
Yeah,
They're the ones with the signs. They're the ones that
they're the ones spending the $600 just to be up front. Or whatever it is.
These dudes were chilling, bro.
Yeah,
like sitting back on the phone. Did you notice? I noticed more the crowd there than the matches most of the time.
Yeah,
because people kept getting up. I saw that. Like they kept talking, or like, oh, just like whatever.
It made it seem like a circus.
Yeah,
it made it seem like WWE was the Ringling Brothers. Come to our town. We're going to throw money at you. I mean, in a way, WWE is a circus, a traveling entertainment thing. But it just made it seem so weird, bro. It made it seem so weird. But you're right. I mean, there were some solid matches. It wasn't there. I don't think there was horrible matches.
Yeah, the John Cena, like I said, John Cena and Triple H was a fine match. Mm-hmm. I liked the Cedric Alexander against Kalisto.
I did too. They
put on a show.
I did too. I thought it was a really good match as well. The Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus Cesaro and Sheamus. I think we knew that one was gonna be with the Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, winning the championship.
Champions.
That was again decent match. Jinder versus Hardy. It was an okay match.
It was okay.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Okay match. It was. I mean, that was probably the shortest match of the night. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, The Miz, a great match. I really enjoyed it.
I think it was one of the better matches.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it to win like that. Like he literally just jumped on the rope, jumped on the ladder, grabbed the match, and said, grabbed the title, and said, "All right,
deuces."
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a solid card. Like you said, a couple of matches were rushed. The Undertaker and Rusev one was rushed. It went longer than I thought.
Yeah, you can see Aiden England
English
through English. He literally rolled himself into the casket. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even make it seem like he pushed him in there. Motherfucker just rolled himself in.
That's exactly what happened. But again, it was random matches. It felt random matches. The Cedric Alexander Kalisto, great match. But I was like, where did that come from? I don't know. Did something in 205 happen?
I don't know. It was just out of nowhere, but it was.
It felt out of nowhere to me.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere because you would expect that maybe at least a rematch for what's his name? Ali.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali.
Yeah,
Mustafa Ali. AJ Styles versus Nakamura ended in a double count out. Didn't end how I expected an end. Another match that I thought could have been better, but it wasn't. It was okay. You know what I mean? Like it was. I'm still waiting for these guys to blow my mind, which I know they can.
I have a feeling that they did that again because of Backlash.
Okay, yeah.
Because the pay-per-view is right this Sunday.
Yeah, it is this Sunday. Holy crap.
Oh, we got to do
next week.
We're gonna have to do what's it called?
The prediction. I didn't think about that. We might just scroll through it like really quickly after we're done with SmackDown.
Because I don't think we're gonna take long in this one. This one wasn't that exciting.
Yeah, it wasn't. So we already did Undertaker and Rusev. Just it was fine. I didn't expect it to go close to 10 minutes, but it did. Nobody's surprised that Undertaker won.
I actually thought Roman Reigns was gonna beat Brock Lesnar for some reason.
Okay, yeah, I was about to go there. I thought Roman Reigns was going to win too. Now I wonder if this was a mistake, because so they're going with on Monday they said it was the referee was a mistake by the referee because Roman's feet did touch the ground first. I don't know. Was that the plan? I don't know. It was weird.
I have a feeling that the whole cage thing was planned.
Okay.
I don't know how they landed.
Yeah, the cage thing was planned. I just don't know.
I don't know the landing situation, how that was gonna be played out. I was just like now I was like, then again, the rest of the pay-per-view kind of was disappointing either way.
It was just
I didn't think
dragged.
they were gonna do the 50-man thing at the end, but I saw why.
Yeah,
because they wanted a whole show, and even Vince McMahon got his ass up.
Yeah, he did. He gave the title to Braun. Speaking of the 50-man Royal Rumble, last two was Braun Strowman and Big Cass. Not surprised about Strowman, obviously. I think he was one of my predictions to win last week. Super happy that Daniel Bryan was the Iron Man of the match. He is the one that lasted the longest.
Over an hour, right?
Over an hour easily. So he beat Rey Mysterio's previous record. Granted, Rey Mysterio lasted over an hour with 30 men, and Daniel Bryan lasted over an hour with 50 men. But it is a record, and it was broken.
Ray was there too. So.
Ray was there too. He had a good little showing. Daniel Bryan worked his ass off. He was all redded up.
Did you see his chest?
Yeah, his chest was all red. Apparently, I saw on YouTube, WWE's YouTube, he talked about how he got that. And I guess it was a NXT guy, Roderick Strong. They know each other from the Indies. They were just chopping away on each other's chest, and that's how he ended up getting his chest all red.
You can see the guy's fingers, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's what happens because he's really white. He's really light skinned, so that happens.
Which I think we talked about. I was like, when we talked about the whole WrestleMania, it's like Brian needs to he's gonna have to bulk up, and he used to be tanner, right? He used to be tanner, and he's gonna have to be a little bit more bulk up. But it's been 2 weeks since he's been cleared or whatever, 3 weeks. So yeah, we gotta give him some time.
He's probably gonna put on at least 5-10 pounds.
Yeah, easy. But general thought of the event, it felt weird.
Yeah.
It felt weird. It felt like the people that the cameras were on, they felt uninterested. They looked uninterested.
Yeah.
It looked like it was just hey, this is my royal family, come and dance for us, monkeys, and you know what I mean. Like that's how I felt. That's how I felt like.
I can't, bro. It's because it's funny because it's kind of like that's
it kind of felt like it, right?
Well, why wouldn't you when you're getting paid millions?
Exactly. So I mean, dude. If Saudi Arabia wants to go do our podcast,
remember,
we're booking a flight to Saudi Arabia.
I did tell you about how much they pay. They're paying like Brock and how much they pay kind of like Undertaker and stuff like that. They pay him like close to $1 million just to show up.
Well, I think Brock got a new contract now that's per appearance.
It's per appearance.
It's per appearance, right?
It's around $640,000 to wrestle, and then $200,000 just for appearing.
Oh my goodness!
Plus,
where can I get that?
Plus, whatever he gets off of
Jonathan,
anything else.
I am charging you $1,000 to appear in this podcast from now on,
bro. It's like, and then the Undertaker has a similar contract.
It's similar, right? Yeah, that's what I heard.
That is some crazy.
Really quickly, did you hear about the drama going on that the Saudi Arabia had to apologize because they aired a WWE commercial that featured Carmella and Sasha Banks?
Oh, for real?
Do you know that little corny commercial that they've been airing about Backlash? They've been
singing?
Yeah, they've been singing. So, they aired it accidentally on the show.
While they were showing
and Carmella's outfit is like, yo, bro, it's like, it's a really good outfit. Yeah. Let's just put it that way. And so, I mean, it shows a lot. So, they were apparently the politics there, the politicians there, they were like, they apologized and they were like, we apologize on behalf of WWE and all that stuff.
But they were really, I get it. Like I saw their the whole little thing that they did about that. They were there and the ways that Saudi Arabia is actually trying to advance.
And also, you know what? And I didn't like that, dude.
No,
I felt like it was like propaganda. Like, hey, come to Saudi Arabia. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they did that
here's
on
our brochure.
Yeah, they did that on purpose just to show that supposedly, they're there because they want to grow. You know what I mean? And they're letting, they want to bring these people in.
I don't blame WWE for going there. Money is money, business is business.
Business is business.
Business, money is money. Yeah, I don't blame them. And they signed a 10-year contract apparently. So, 10 years, a lot of things can happen in 10 years. Yeah. I'm sure that before that 10-year contract is over, we will see a women's match. We will see, we will see a little bit more lenient stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sure that they were just given the right to drive about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So I mean, a lot of things can change in 10 years. So they'll catch up, I guess you can say. But just weird event.
It was.
I think we both.
The WWE got a lot of backlash for it too.
They did.
They got a lot of crap for it, but know what? It happens.
Some backlash probably well deserved. Another backlash is like business is business. You gotta just kind of go with it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean,
I don't even want to rate it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh my God,
you want to move on to Raw?
Yeah, let's go to Raw, bro. The crowd in Raw.
The crowd was hot, dude.
Crazy.
Hot. Where were they? Montreal, right? Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The hometown of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Speaking of Sami Zayn, he was not allowed at the event neither.
Why?
Because of his Syrian roots.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I was like, why is he? I thought he was going to show up.
I thought so too.
I thought he was going to show up. and then he didn't come. I was like, I wonder why. And then like on Monday, he said he had vertigo.
Yeah, he had vertigo. That was the excuse that they gave.
But it's
but
because
apparently,
he has Syrian roots.
Yeah.
So they did a background check on all these people. Technically,
I don't know, but apparently, okay. So Sami Zayn is really big on social media of promoting like his cause for to help like Syrian refugees and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that you put something on social media, it's on social media forever. So I'm assuming that, hey, you know what, just because you're, I guess there's like conflict in, Iran and Saudi Arabia and Syria, they're just all kind of in conflict.
So that's why they didn't bring him in.
Yeah, that's why they didn't bring him in, apparently.
Because he's Canadian, right?
Well, yeah, he's Canadian. He's from Montreal, where they were at just on Raw. So he's Canadian, but he has Syrian blood in him. So that was the reason he wasn't there. But moving on to Raw.
He didn't miss out on anything.
He didn't miss out on anything. Yeah, you didn't have to be there. Don't worry about it, Sammy. Moving on to Raw, we do get Roman Reigns at the beginning.
Crying
right?
Crying again.
Saying he should have won the match,
Roman.
which I think he should have already. He got a good reaction. They're going to give him to him in the States now. He's going to get a bad reaction. Crowd was hot, booing the hell out of him. Who was the first one to show up? I think Jinder Mahal? It was Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, it was Jinder.
So Jinder interrupts him, saying, hey, you know what, I'll fight you today. Then Sami Zayn interrupts with a humongous pop from the crowd, also saying that, hey, I want to fight you, blah, blah. Kevin Owens then interrupts, another huge pop, another Montreal guy. He's like, no, sorry, but I want to fight Roman and stuff like that. And if I remember correctly, they beat up Roman, right?
I think they start beating up on him.
Beating up Roman.
I think Bobby Lashley is the one that comes out and tries to save him. They start beating him up again too.
Yeah,
because it's three of them.
Yeah,
and then you hear
and the crowd really pops for Strowman. I don't think Strowman could do anything wrong. They were booing Lashley, they were booing Roman, but they weren't booing Braun.
Everybody loves Braun.
He's
huge,
Braun.
so you have to.
Yeah.
But hey, bro, the crowd went off with Kevin and Sammy. They're super duper popular out there.
Well, that's their hometown, man. Yeah. Apparently, they're like minutes away, dude.
Yeah,
it's like us being cheered at Vegas.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, here comes John and Mike. Hey, they're from Vegas, guys. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. We will be cheered out of our minds here. We are so popular here.
We're
John.
so popu here.
We're so popular here, John. You have absolutely no idea how much people love us here.
For real.
Just last week, I saw a guy with my shirt. It's Smith's. You have no idea how much they love us here. All right, no, but that sets up a main event with Roman and Strowman and Bobby Lashley against Jinder Mahal and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which we do get later on the night. So then we get to our first official match, which is Elias versus Bobby Roode. That ends in a no contest when Elias injures Bobby Roode's throat or something, right?
I guess it was throat, chest, whatever. He took off the turnbuckle.
He took off the turnbuckle.
And he just threw him.
Okay.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, but I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I thought the ending was lame.
Oh, I wonder why they did that though.
I don't know, to keep this thing going.
Because last time Elias beat him.
Yeah,
and it was
clean.
A good match. It was a really good. It was a pretty decent match. This match was pretty decent as well. But I thought it was going to be Roode winning, and then maybe a match at whatever whoever
Backlash,
wins.
or maybe not even Backlash because
Backlash
is pretty packed already.
But I don't know, man. It was okay.
I just didn't like the ending. I didn't like the ending at all.
There's been a lot of no contest.
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so we get our second match of the night with Authors of Pain defeating
some jobbers,
Jean-Pierre and Francois, local talents there in Montreal. So they got their ass whooped. It was no question. It was the jobbers. They're from Montreal. And then we get the Miz Taraj once again trying to form a faction with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. But once again, they were turned down. So they try to attack them, but then were fought off. And at the end of Balor and Rollins fighting them off, Balor attacks Rollins from behind.
Oh yeah.
Just to kind of set it up. Watch your back. I'm always here, and I'm coming for that Intercontinental Championship. Yep. So we get a third match of the night with Ruby Riott defeating Sasha Banks. So Riott won with the Riott kick. After several interruptions from the Riott Squad. Pretty clean match. Decent.
Yeah, it was
decent match. It was okay. Surprised to see Ruby Riott win, but they got to do something with that Riot Squad. They got to make them look more powerful, and I'm glad that they kind of won.
I think that's why they switched them over, because Absolution was kind of already ending.
Yeah, it was.
So they needed another group. So they just brought them in and threw the other girls on the B brand.
On the B brand, yeah. So then we get to the advertised match that was advertised in the beginning. The Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Bobby Lashley versus Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. And, the good guys win. They get the win. Strowman pins Owens after the running power slam. Decent match, man. I thought it was okay.
It was good.
Yeah,
I didn't mind. Cool. It was a good match. I watched it. It was the crowd made it all. I think this whole card, the crowd made it good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was an average Raw in general, but the crowd was just so hot.
Yeah,
that it just made it seem funner.
Yeah,
it made the event. It made Raw a lot funner. That's the word, funner. Oh, Webster, funner. Somebody tell us. Who cares? We get our fifth match of the night. Entertaining.
Bro, what's wrong with you, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm getting that.
I think we're just bummed out because of Friday.
Dude, that Friday sucked.
Our last podcast was pretty
bad.
Not that bad, but we sounded kind of sad.
First of all, it started off with me recording it wrong. And
now you did it through the... Are we on the
No, we're on the right one today. We're on the right one today. Oh, okay. It started off with me accidentally recording our last podcast wrong, where I recorded it using my MacBook's microphone.
I didn't hear that. It didn't sound that bad.
It didn't sound that bad, but thinking that I had my, the input plugged in for our microphones, I didn't have it plugged in, so that's why I didn't record. So I was like, oh well, too late. We already filmed it. We ain't doing this again. But anyways, last week was really bad for us. We weren't into that Raw and SmackDown. It was just bad. This week
it was all right.
Oh, speaking of that, of the greatest Royal Rumble, probably the best thing of the night that happened. That Titus O'Neil slide. Titus O'Neil slide.
They were saying he did it on purpose. I don't think he did.
No way he did.
He did not do that on purpose. But I like that they're capitalizing on it.
Yeah,
they just dude. You know how many times did they repeated that,
dude? Okay, so I read this obviously on the dirt sheets. I read that apparently Vince got a kick out of it.
Oh yeah,
he was like backstage saying, "Play it, play it, play it, play it, damn it."
And I heard he went when he went back there. He literally was laughing in his face and shook his hand and just told him to go. Dude, it's the highlight. I think it was the highlight.
It was the highlight of the night.
I don't like that. Now the fake one was the one he did.
He did on Monday.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That was stupid.
It was bad. But this one, man, that was pretty funny. Bro. He literally went all the way inside. Bro. You could barely see his feet. And dude, he's a tall dude.
He's a big dude. Yeah, dude. It was just such a funny thing that happened. Funny. It was so funny. But moving on to that, with it's a Titus O'Neil segment. We get No Way Jose defeating Baron Corbin. Titus O'Neil interfered and pretended to slip again, distracting Corbin. That's how No Way Jose got the win. All right, I'm gonna say it. I don't like this No Way Jose.
I don't like No Way Jose either.
Good.
I was gonna say that again. I was actually gonna say before you said anything, but I forgot about it. I don't like him.
I don't like it. I don't like his character.
I'm not saying him person. I'm talking about his character.
Yeah, the
whole
character.
Persona.
I don't like horrible. It. I think it's stupid. I don't like it. They tried it once with Adam Rose a few years ago. Something that's similar to that party guy style. Didn't work. It's not going to work again. Yeah. It just doesn't work for me. I need to sneeze. Why don't you take the next match? Damn it, my sneeze left. Never mind.
The next one, it was Natalia. Which one? This one. She defeated Mickie James. Yeah, Alexa Bliss tried to interfere for James, but was chased around the ring.
That was funny.
Dude, I'm not going to say it. They were running pretty fast.
Dude, I thought one of them was going to fall. I was like, somebody's going to fall.
What I did not like is that they did not show the win because they were so concentrated
on Ronda
chasing Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
So
it's true. I missed it.
I missed it too. They showed it after. It just sucks because this is supposed to be Natalia, against Mickie James. I get that Ronda's there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was cool. The match was actually not bad. They're both veterans.
Yeah.
Mickie is good.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Also as well.
Yeah.
So it's a good match. It's just the whole running around. It was funny because they were running. I thought somebody was gonna fall.
I was like, somebody's gonna fall. Somebody's gonna fall. God help them. Okay, so I read something today that said that apparently WWE is maybe considering pulling back Ronda's appearances because they think that she might be appearing on TV too much, and they want her to be more of a special attraction like a Lesnar. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I thought we were gonna see her wrestle like a lot. Not a lot, but at least every other Monday or something coming around.
I thought that was the plan as well. I'm not gonna lie.
So they're gonna use her as an attraction.
Apparently that's the thing. I mean, because we've been seeing her every Monday after WrestleMania so far.
Yeah, but just appearances.
Just appearances, right? She hasn't wrestled, just appearances. But we've seen her show up kind of a lot.
She still doesn't have a debut at Raw.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't have a debut match yet at Raw. She will eventually, I think. But yeah, I guess that's the word going around WWE, that they might be kind of pulling her appearances back. I actually like seeing her on Monday. It makes me but I do agree that if they're not going to make her wrestle, there's really no point to making her be there. I think the idea of her having a full-time schedule is her wrestling, every Monday or every other Monday, like you were saying, so she can get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if they're not going to do that, if they're just going to be like, hey, she's going to be here and beat up somebody, then I think it makes more sense for them to kind of pull her back a little bit more. But I do like the fact that Ronda is open to saying, hey, man, I'll show up, but if you want me to show up. So, I mean, at this point, it's just WWE's decision. It's not Ronda saying, nah, man, I don't want to work.
She's getting paid regardless.
Yeah, she's getting paid regardless. So, I mean, and so I dig Ronda. I dig what they're doing with Ronda a lot. But I don't know. I think it's interesting if they want to pull her back.
They need to make up her. They need to make up their mind.
They need to make up their mind and actually go. If she's gonna be on Raw every week or so, have her wrestle every other week or something. You know what I mean? Just have her. That's how she's gonna get better.
They're probably just gonna manipulate the ratings.
Yeah, right.
I'm being serious.
Something, right?
Like, we're low. Bring her in.
We're low. Bring her in, guys. Bring in the big guns.
Bring in the big guns.
And then we move on to our main event of the night with the Intercontinental Championship on the line with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. A great match.
It was a really good match.
It was a really good match. I mean, actually, it was a good Raw. Again, the fans made this Raw better than what it was. The main event obviously was probably the best match of the night, but the crowd was just so hyped and so loud that it made it really fun.
I really liked the match.
It was a fantastic
knew
match.
Rollins was gonna win.
Yeah,
but I was just wanted to see what they were gonna bring to the table, and they brought it all. It was really, really good.
It was excellent. Seth Rollins won with the curb stomp, and then he wins.
There were just so many counters.
It was
like it was just a counter match. That's all it was. And it was just
one of the things that I like when WWE does is to make me maybe go like, oh man, maybe they'll give this person the championship.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I thought Rollins was gonna win, but I was like, there was times in the match where I was like, well, they made this the main event for a reason. Maybe they want a title change as the main event. Oh man, this might actually happen. Look, oh my God, Balor's won too. Oh my God, this might actually happen. It doesn't happen, but it made me actually really think throughout the whole match that I was like, maybe this can happen.
Yeah.
But I really liked this match a lot. It was a fun match.
The same way I'm kind of thinking that I think Seth Rollins is gonna win. I know I'm going into the pay-per-view, but he has the match with the Miz.
Yeah.
But if the Miz wins, he ties a record,
Jericho's record.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Let's move on to let me see. I'm looking for this thing. Is this it? Yeah, that was it. I just want to have this ready. This backlash.
We have
SmackDown.
SmackDown,
which is loading for us. Okay, so SmackDown was yesterday. It was my brother-in-law's birthday. So my in-laws came over our house and we had cake and we had barbecue and stuff like that. And my sister-in-law came over and we were playing Fortnite for like the first hour of SmackDown. Completely lost track of time. Mm-hmm. So I didn't watch the first hour of SmackDown until like literally it was like 6 and I was like, oh my God, let me put on SmackDown. I already missed half of SmackDown already. And so I completely missed this whole hour of SmackDown. So I did was able to see in WWE's Instagram and see what happened, but I didn't watch it. So it's gonna be a little hard.
I watched most of it actually. I watched this first
match.
Yeah, the Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I did see them in the Instagram. Okay, so Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy defeated the Miz and Shelton Benjamin. So apparently this was set up from a segment on Miz TV. Right, it opened up the show, right?
Oh yes,
okay,
yes.
How did that happen?
Let's see. This was a setup by Miz TV. The segment that opened, it opened up the show. So what happened is that the Miz brings out who's the first person that he brings out? He brings out what's his name? Jeff Hardy. Right? He brings him in. He brings up Jeff Hardy, and then he tries to just like start telling him about Randy Orton and whatnot. So he brings him. Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton comes in.
Okay.
Randy Orton comes in, and then he starts talking to Randy Orton, saying, "You're the Viper." You know, you know, because Randy Orton said that Jeff Hardy and him are cool. Like, we're cool, you know. We just got a match coming up, and that's all it is. Yeah. And he's all like, "But you're the Viper. You don't play with nobody. You know, you're by yourself." It's kind of instigating. It's all, he was just there in the middle, instigating, trying to have him. Kind of like what he did that one time with Seth Rollins and Balor. Literally, that's what was going on. And I think from there, Shelton Benjamin comes on, and he's like, whoa, what are you talking about? If anybody deserves a title match, is me. So I feel like they're giving. I like that they're giving Shelton Benjamin a little more mic time, a little more time on the. I
don't think his skills, his wrestling skills are an issue. I thought his issue was always a mic.
Yeah.
But I agree. I like that they're giving him more mic time. I got to see how his promo went. Oh, damn it! Did they just score on us?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. They big time scored on us. Sorry, guys. We were watching hockey. We're watching the Golden Knights. But
it was all right. He came down the ramp talking, saying, all this, saying that he deserves a shot. Because I think did he beat Randy?
Yeah, like
he
beat week Randy ago? 2 weeks ago?
That's what he was saying, that he deserves a shot. Like, why is Randy getting it?
Yeah.
I think from there,
you got the New Day and the Bar arguing about pancakes. I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, that was.
Was that funny? What was it?
So the New Day. No, it's actually the Bar's coming down the hall. You know how they do the camera? They're walking, and then you see the Bar kind of look to the left. And they're all like, "Hey," and it's the New Day.
Okay.
And they're right there. They're just standing. They're just like laughing. They're looking at them, and they're just laughing. It's all like making fun of them that they didn't get they didn't win, and that they're back on SmackDown. He was like, "You guys are back on SmackDown."
Oh, okay.
And then they call Booty. And Booty is the guy that brings them the pancakes.
What?
And it's just a stack of maybe like 40 pancakes.
So there's a guy called Booty?
Yeah. There's
a guy I have to look at that.
It's funny, bro.
I have to look at that.
Is this guy comes and then they give the Bar the pancakes. And then the pancakes, they start looking at the pancakes, and they're like, "Did you guys put laxatives on this?" And then Big E's all like, "Not today. Maybe next week, but not today." And then he starts rubbing baby oil on his chest, bro.
Who?
Him and Kofi.
Oh my goodness.
Just because while they're talking, they're just going like this.
Oh my!
It's like, not
dude.
Okay,
they're funny. They're weird and funny.
They're funny, but they're weird, bro.
They're super weird.
They just throw the pancakes. They get really. The Bar grabs the pancakes and they throw them.
Yeah, just tosses them.
What's his name? Sheamus. He goes ahead and he challenges one of them, but he's all like, "Today, you guys are gonna fight me. One of you's gonna fight me." And then Big E gets in his face and he starts screaming at him, "Oh, let's do this, blah 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 blah." And then he's like, "Not true." And then he looks at Kofi, but he turns his attention to Xavier.
Oh, okay.
And then Xavier,
that sets up the match.
Xavier told him that he was gonna get his soul. Like he told, I think he looked at him. He's like, "Today I'm gonna take your soul."
Dang, that's deep, man.
Like straight out, bro. So serious.
Xavier Woods just.
But it was actually a nice segment. It was cool. Something funny. And then we move on to Lana.
Yeah, again, I didn't see that. So what's going on with that? Is she trying to break up Rusev Day?
It was really not. She didn't say it. Okay. Rusev Day and Aiden English, right? Yeah. They were talking. Like he's supposedly trying to come up with a different song for Rusev. Okay. And then out of nowhere, he looks and Alana comes in, right? And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
She's wearing a Rusev Day shirt, and then she was like, "Oh, I just want to talk." And then Rusev looks at Aiden, and he leaves.
Okay.
And he's like, "Okay." So she was all like, Rusev is very popular. Rusev Day is very popular. He's like, "Yeah, I have my own shirt. I have my own day every single day." She was like, "Yeah, but I feel like something's holding you back." She told him. And he's like, "What do you mean? Like I have my own day. What are you talking about?" And then Aiden comes in. He's like, "Oh, I forgot my coat." And then she looks at him. And then she just looks down. And I guess he got the point that she's trying to say that
Aiden English
is holding Rusev back. So I wonder where they're going to go with this. Are they going to make Aiden and Rusev Day clash? And then Rusev Day is going to be over? Because believe it or not, Aiden is what makes also Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that introduces it every single time they come in. So that's why when they said that, I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Like, are they trying to end Rusev Day?
I think Aiden and Rusev both got Rusev Day over. That whole little slogan thing. They're both responsible for getting that thing over. Granted, I know Rusev is just full of charisma. I mean, this guy. I mean, he oozes charisma, but both of them are the ones that helped get that thing over. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess it's interesting to see where they're gonna lead with that.
They might just make them beef.
I don't know. I do like the fact that they could bring Lana in there because Lana ain't doing anything.
I think they're gonna have Lana do something with them.
Okay,
I'm probably I don't know. It just looked kind of like, okay, I don't like him for you anymore, kind of thing.
All right. Well, this next segment I saw on Instagram and it weirded me out. Where Big Cass brought out a little person dressed up as Daniel Bryan, then kicked him in the face.
Bro, I was watching.
What the hell was that?
I was watching it right now.
What happened?
Well, the thing is that it was funny because my mom was there, right? She's like getting ready, and I'm like watching it before I come out here, and then she was like, ¿Por qué le está pegando un enano? It was like, what? Why is she hitting a little kid, like a little boy, like a little dude,
person,
like a little person? And I'm like, and I explained it to her. I was like, well, it's because he was telling the crowd before the guy came out that what's his name? My God, Daniel Bryan is just normal. Yeah. That he's not a superstar. That when you come and you see a superstar, you want to see somebody like a 7 foot tall, like he is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's that Daniel Bryan is the same size as everybody else in the crowd.
Yeah.
He's like, so how does that make him a superstar? He was just talking smack about him, that he could destroy him, that it's not going to be a superstar match, that he's going to destroy him. So he's like, oh, you know what? Come out here. Forget Backlash. Let's do this right now. And then Daniel Bryan's song comes on, and this fucking little dude, a dwarf, I guess you can call him, comes out dressed as Daniel Bryan, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
I saw hilarious. Pictures on Instagram. I was like, oh God, I knew where they were going with this.
He comes in doing the yes. Everybody's doing the yes chant with the dude. He gets on top of the rope, and everybody's going with it. It's funny, bro.
And he kicks him, right?
And he ends up kicking him in the face, and of course, kicking his butt or whatnot. I thought it was funny.
But we got no Daniel Bryan though, right?
No, because supposedly the doctors did not clear him because they didn't want him to get an infection on his chest, supposedly, or something like that. It's a weird. I don't know how you can get an infection on your chest by getting hit on the outside. Whatever. I guess he's just all bruised up. I'm sure he's all bruised up. I get it. Yeah. It's cool. But yeah, that was what their excuse.
Give him a day off or something, right?
That was their excuse.
It is what it is. We move on to AJ cutting a promo on Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, I didn't see this. Was it any good?
It was all right. It was just Samoa Joe cut him off. Because AJ Styles was saying that.
Did Nakamura go after the balls again?
Yeah.
He did. Damn it, Nakamura.
Yeah, because this is what happened. AJ Styles talking with Renee Young, saying, I'm not going to apologize to this fool, blah, blah, blah. Samoa Joe interrupts, comes out, starts talking about Roman Reigns. Nothing to do with what's going on.
Yeah.
Saying that he's going to, destroy him, that Brock Lesnar already did, that he exposed him, blah, blah. And then he's like, now that I come to you. He's like saying that after he's done with that, he's going to come for the title.
Oh, interesting.
That's what he told them. And then when he said that, Nakamura's music comes on. And Samoa Joe turns around and he squares up, and then he never comes out. And then you hear and then the camera goes to AJ Styles and you see Nakamura's hand on his balls.
Interesting,
bro.
Classic.
I just want to say, good thing AJ Styles already has kids.
True, man. After somebody hitting the balls, he's making sure that AJ cannot reproduce anymore.
And then he did the knee in the knee to face.
Oh, okay.
And then
Kinshasa.
The Kinshasa. It was an okay promo. It's just it's repetitive. I want to say it's the same thing. He just came out of nowhere and just hit him in the balls. So I guess the match is no disqualification.
When would this?
Backlash.
When would the balls end?
Bro, I'll bet you AJ wears double padding.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
When he knows he's about to get his ball. He's like, all right, Sensei's going to hit you in the balls today. You better wear that double padding.
That would actually, you know what? That would make sense in the storyline. If he wears it on Backlash and then you see Nakamura trying to go for it and then Nakamura gets hurt. Like, oh damn, my hand,
bro! But
these balls of steel.
Believe it or not, you can still feel them no matter. Have you ever worn a cup?
Yeah. I played baseball in high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can still feel it.
Oh,
it's
sure.
more of a pinch kind of thing. But it still hurts.
It still hurts, but I mean,
it does protect it.
It
but
does
I'm just
protect
saying,
some
like,
of
it's
it. Yeah.
still. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure every time AJ gets hit, he still feels it.
Oh yeah.
No matter what.
But I think they can use it to the advantage of the storyline.
Yeah,
where
of
it's
course.
it's like, hey, I turned the tables on you now.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you get for going after.
It
my
was an
balls of
okay
steel.
promo. I love Samoa Joe on the mic, so he.
Yeah.
But I thought it had nothing to do with everything, but whatever. It was all right.
Now, I did see this match. Xavier Woods defeating Sheamus. This is where I did turn on SmackDown. So Woods won by pinfall with a small package. Cool match. It was okay. Didn't expect Xavier Woods to come out with the win, but it was good to see him come out with the win. And then backstage, we get Paige telling Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville that Absolution is dead. And she announces Mandy Rose versus Becky Lynch for next week. So Absolution is now dead. They will not be using Paige's theme song. Apparently not anymore. They're being split up now.
She had to do it. It was going to happen either way.
It was going to happen.
Yeah, because they came in saying, oh, you know, the special treatment and all this stuff. And she was like, I'm sorry, it's over, homie.
Yeah, it's done, man. It's done. And it Absolution was run by Paige. And when you take Paige out of the equation, now there's just two chicks. Now you might as well just break them up and say, go on your own, make it.
That's why they brought them to SmackDown, because they were.
What happened? They scored another one? Ah, damn it. Another one.
Sorry, guys.
Jeez.
Anyways.
And that's just the first quarter, too. Or the first period, sorry. Not quarter. Hockey doesn't do quarters. How did that happen? Jeez.
Lord. Look at him. All the way.
Between the legs.
Between the legs.
Whoa, that was really good.
Wow.
That was really good. All right, I got to give it up to that guy. That was actually really good.
Boom.
Dang.
Done.
Yeah, there's just no way. There was absolutely no way that they could have done anything about that.
Anyway, that solution is over.
Yep. Move on.
Xavier Woods with the Sheamus. That was actually a good match. Xavier is my favorite out of the three of them.
Mine is he's mine.
I like the way he wrestles. I like his. I don't know. I just like it. It's cool. Yeah. I like him. Yeah. So
I like him a lot too. In the main event, we get the women: Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Asuka versus Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Carmella.
I liked the match.
I liked it too, actually.
I really liked it.
I liked it as well.
I really did.
A lot of good spots. A lot of good back and forth. Good long match. Good main event. Good main event for SmackDown when you see the good girls win. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Asuka. Asuka won the match by submission, where she did the Asuka lock on Peyton Royce.
Yeah,
and had her tap out. So, Raw and SmackDown in general, it was a good week. I would think, right? It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It was way better. I'll rather watch those two than watching the Greatest Royal Rumble.
And I still think that this week's Raw and SmackDown were better than last week's Raw and SmackDown. Last week's Raw and SmackDown were just bad. Yeah.
No, I liked this week. I maybe want to say, I don't know. They were probably even to me in a way.
Yeah.
I like the women's main event, but I like the men's main event
too.
In Raw.
Yeah, I agree.
They were both, here and there. Where do you watch Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, and what was it? Oh my God, Roman against Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Jinder Mahal. Like I thought those are some big stars,
big names,
to be
man.
on one match. You know what I mean? So it was good. I'm not gonna lie. It was a decent. They were decent, both of them. So
yeah, I enjoyed this week. Again, besides the Greatest Royal Rumble, which was like a freaking hassle to watch, I felt like it was like a job to watch.
I actually watched it, bro.
I did.
I watched it.
I watched it too.
I watched it all. I actually watched it through, but I kept like skipping a little bit here and there, like promotions and stuff like that. But
I watched it through, and it was difficult, bro.
Oh man.
It was difficult. It was like no Doritos in the world were able to help me out through that thing.
Like 5 bags of Doritos.
5 bags of Doritos was not able to help me out through the whole process.
Well, at least we can look forward for Backlash. This is the first pay-per-view that co-branded. So we're gonna be able to see Raw and SmackDown go at it.
What do you think about that? I mean, about the whole co-branding thing, because I think it's got its good and its bad, because obviously the good is that we don't get a show full of like matches that we don't really want to see. They're all pretty high profile matches. But the bad is also you get, other people in the card that deserve to be or that won't have a match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think business wise, that's probably one of the reasons they did it. They're going to save some money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Venues, all that stuff that goes along with it. But like you said, it just sucks because it cuts opportunities for a lot of other people, because each pay-per-view has what, like 6 matches maybe, maybe 4. So that's like 12 matches in a month. Yeah, every month or something like that.
Yeah,
now they're cutting it down to 8. But you're gonna know that all these matches are gonna be good,
high-profile matches.
They're all super, high-profile matches.
Let's start off with I guess let's start off here in the bottom here. Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was announced recently. What do you think here? What do you think is gonna take this?
I think that, man,
I think the good guys are winning, man.
The good guys are gonna win, but maybe Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Jinder might come through. He's not in this card, right?
He's not in this card.
He might come in there for some reason.
I'm going to go the safe route. I'm saying the good guys are winning. Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, easy defeat against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, they're obviously the
bigger dudes.
Guys.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Now this one,
mixed feelings about this.
I agree. I'm with you. I think Daniel Bryan should win, but I also think that it will kill part of Big Cass's push.
But Big Cass, he hasn't wrestled, has he?
No, he just came back from injury. Okay. He was injured for like close to a year.
He wrestled and he had lost or something. I want Daniel Bryan to win, but I have a feeling that Big Cass is going to take it. It sucks.
Yeah.
But then again, this would not hurt Daniel Bryan.
No, it wouldn't hurt him.
Everybody loves him, no matter what.
It's not going to hurt Daniel Bryan, but I still think Daniel Bryan should win. But it wouldn't hurt. A loss here against Big Cass wouldn't hurt him. I think it would hurt more Big Cass if he were to lose than Daniel Bryan were to lose.
Or it might it might just be in a contest. Maybe Big Cass gets too crazy and starts hitting him with something.
Throw some midgets.
Yeah, something like
that.
A
bunch of midgets.
I'm sure. Hopefully, usually that's what they do.
Throw midgets?
No, throw midgets.
Oh, okay. All right.
Usually that's what they do when they don't want to give like a.
Yeah,
they're both too big, and they don't want to give a definite, kind of like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. They had to put an interruption because you guys, in other words, that you guys aren't ready for the ending of
this program. Yeah.
So
it could happen.
That they can be, but I have a feeling Big Cass might take this.
Could be. Move on to Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Now this could have been for the Universal Championship, but it's not because Roman Reigns was not able to capture that last Friday. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Roman.
Roman's gonna take it. Yeah. It's gonna be a good match though. I
think it could be really good too. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte's gonna take it back, unless the bionic.
Bionic.
What are they called? The girls, the Australian chicks.
Oh, the Iconics.
The Iconics might. I don't know, because they've become somewhat of friends with Carmella.
True. Damn it. I like Charlotte Flair, but I think I saw her with the title too long now. I think I will.
You think they're gonna leave it with Carmella?
And that's the thing. I don't know.
She's had it for about 2-3 weeks already,
and that was more than I expected. To be honest with you,
she's had it for 2-3 weeks.
That was more than I expected. Just because, like I said, I think her mic skills are good. I think it's her in-ring abilities that everybody questions. They're not that great. But I think with the right opponent, they can have a good match. And I think this is the right opponent. Somebody like Charlotte Flair is a right opponent. But I'm also in the, do I want to see Charlotte Flair get the title back again? She's probably going to keep it again for a bit. Or maybe at least until 3-4 months until SummerSlam. And it's just I'm not sure if I want to see Charlotte Flair with the title again. I think that's where I'm at.
Maybe they should give it to Asuka.
Well, that's why I was thinking, maybe they'll put Carmella versus Asuka. You know what I mean? I don't know. At this point, if Carmella wins, she's not winning clean. She's winning because of an interference.
No, of course.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say Carmella will retain. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm saying Carmella will retain.
I guess I'll just go contrary. I'll go with Charlotte.
Charlotte Flair winning. Yeah. Okay. And Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. For the Raw Women's tag team. I was about to say tag team. Raw Women's Championship. I can see Nia Jax retaining.
Yeah, she's gonna win no matter. Even if there's interference, she'll still win. I think so.
Yeah, I can see her retaining. That was no big deal. So now we get Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton for the United States Championship. What are you thinking here?
I think Jeff is gonna keep it.
I think so too. I think he just won it maybe a couple of weeks ago, right? A week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
They're gonna let him keep it.
Yeah.
Randy, I have a feeling after this, Randy's probably gonna kind of slow down.
I think so too. I can see Randy just kind
He's
of.
gonna slow down.
Yeah.
And, I know he wants it, so I'm sure
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. He's been around for.
Yeah,
a long
give him a
time.
break. Seth Rollins versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. What are you thinking here?
I hope Seth wins, but I don't know. The Miz, if he wins, he ties Jericho. So I don't know.
I think that Seth Rollins is gonna win. There's just no way that they're gonna remove that championship from him this soon, and The Miz will get that championship again. He'll get it again. Don't think this year, but I can see it happening next year.
Probably when the superstars shake up, they're probably going to switch him over again.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And our final match of the night, Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ's Balls. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. AJ has 2 balls, hopefully.
Yeah, it's only one Nakamura, and AJ's got 2 balls. I think AJ has the advantage right now.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm over the ball situation.
Are you?
He needs to start hitting him somewhere else.
Yeah, man. Hit him in the butt or something. The butt bruises, right? Yeah, bruises easily. Yeah, man. Kick him in the butt or something.
Kick him somewhere.
Yeah, man. Kick him in the pinky. I don't know. Break his pinky.
For real. No, man. He's hit him, I think, 5 times already.
Pull his hair.
Bro, he needs to cut that hair. Both of them need to cut that hair.
What do you think, man?
I think AJ's going to win.
I think AJ's going to win as well. Now, I'm hoping it's no disqualification. I'm hoping this is a better match of the last 2 that they've had. Look, this is for the WWE Championship. If this match does not go freaking last and they decide to put Roman Reigns last, I'll be pissed.
No, they're going to give it. I think they're going to be
last.
Okay,
good.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be the way it is right here. Well, the other way around. No, they're probably going to start off with like Nia and Alexa.
Nah, you know what? I could see them starting off with like Rollins and Miz.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think they would give Roman. Nobody wants him.
It's not for a championship. Let AJ and Nakamura headline this.
And it's a no disqualification.
No disqualification for the WWE Championship.
Technically, that match has to go on a little longer.
Yeah, let them go last. Let them go last, and let them hopefully we get the match that we know we can get. Because it's not that they can't deliver us a fantastic 5-star match. They can. We just haven't seen it from them yet.
They just don't want to give it.
They're teasing right now, bro. They're not putting out, man. Come on, AJ's balls. Put out.
Bro, I'm sorry, but this match better be good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Looks like a decent card, though. I think
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think, damn, it's this freaking Sunday, dude.
I just feel like it's so quick. Maybe because of the whole...
the greatest Royal Rumble in the history of Royal Rumbles.
That was not the greatest, bro.
It was not. Anything else you want to say? We're running a little under an hour. That's good.
What?
Yeah,
and we did 3. I think it's just because we wanted to get over that.
We
went over the greatest Royal Rumble.
You want to do some more greatest Royal Rumble bashing? I'm just like,
bruh.
Dance for me, monkeys. Dance for me.
Dance for me.
No, I mean, anything else you want to add?
Yeah. Not really. I'm hoping that we forget about the greatest Royal Rumble. Wait, are they going to be doing this every year?
I think so, bro. Apparently, they're going back in November. Yeah. The Greatest Survivor Series. Yeah, instead of a 5-on-5, it's going to be the 20 versus 20.
Bro. They're going back in November?
Yeah.
Like the same type? Because they've wrestled out there before, but like in smaller venues.
Yeah. I think it's the same thing. Apparently, they're going to be doing it in another city. So not in Jeddah. Or whatever the hell it's called. Is it called Jeddah?
Something. Yeah, Jeddah. Sorry,
right? They're doing it somewhere else. They're doing it in another city. Maybe the capital? I don't know.
Probably.
But they're doing it in another city in Saudi Arabia. Another big city. It's probably like their biggest or second biggest city that they have there. So they're going to keep doing it there. I don't know, man. I don't know what the Greatest Survivor Series.
I hope it's not a pay-per-view. Is it gonna? Maybe it could just be like a regular.
Look.
But then again, they like to go all out, so I do not know.
Look, if I don't mind it being a pay-per-view, it's just, damn it, man. Put us some good fans in the front, man. Give us people that actually want to see.
Give the matches some story, man. Because
some build-up.
There was no build-up to most of these matches.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was weird, but we're over that, John.
I'm over it.
Over it, John.
Backlash should be better.
I think so.
AJ Styles taking it.
Yeah, I think I'm also with you. But who knows, man? We could see Nakamura defeating AJ's balls.
I wouldn't mind that for him to have the
yeah, me neither.
The title. I think it deserves it. I think it's time.
Yeah.
But what else are they gonna do with AJ? I guess he's gonna. You know what I mean?
Well, Look, they could give it to Nakamura and then do that program with the whole AJ or Samoa Joe without a championship, and then Nakamura could move on to a different person. Don't know who that can be. Whether it's a Randy Orton if he moves up, I don't think it's gonna be Daniel Bryan, but somebody else I'm sure you can find that can move up to that slot. I don't know. So many things that can happen.
Samoa Joe, if he beats AJ, he'll probably want to be up there with him.
Yeah, who knows? I think that's it for us, right?
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think that's it for us.
I think that was a decent podcast, better than last time.
Better than last week's.
We've been sneezing the whole time.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty bummed out. The Golden Knights are down, man. I think that's
another thing. 2-0 on the first period.
Jeez. But that is it for us today, guys. Thank you for joining us on the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. We will be back next week. My name is Mike.
Y mi nombre es Jonathan.
Jonathan or Jonathan?
John.
Okay, bye.